Hello everyone. Hello everyone. A very warm welcome to all of you on the platform of Exampore. I am Sanjay Singh Tomar, your maths mentor, and I welcome you all in this very important session, guys, which is based on the percentages, price, income, expenditure type, which constitute a very important part of your examination. Always questions from here, guys, comes in SSC, all categories, like whether you talk about CGL, CPO, CHSL, a question from here definitely comes. So do join me, and once you join, please do not forget to let me know by your comments as well. Hello, Shrivani. Please do the sharing part as well, guys. Please do the sharing part as well before we move on. Do the sharing part as well before we move on. I think it would be absolutely fine now. And we are going to begin where we have left that day. Okay, that is what we have completed. Now we are interested in this portion. Yeah. Now we are interested in this portion. The type of price income expenditure. The type of price consumption expenditure. Okay, let's do a little bit detailed analysis of this type. What it is exactly about. As you might be aware, expenditure is price into consumption. What does this mean? What does this mean? This means, let's suppose, guys, you go to a market. You go to a market to buy a. You go to a market to buy a. Okay, great. To buy a, let's suppose, rice, which is rupees 50 per kg. Can I say this is the price? 50 rupees per kg is the price. And you decided to buy 5 kg. So this 5 kg is the quantity which we can call as consumption as well. We can replace this as quantity as well. Consumption, we can call it as quantity as well. Okay. So price into consumption or price into quantity. So this is the quantity. Kg will cancel out each other. It's 250 rupees. This 250 rupees is the expenditure. Like how much you spend. Expenditure is how much you spend. So what is the expenditure? 250 is the expenditure. So is this formula is clear? I hope so. This formula would be clear. This formula would be clear that expenditure is equal to price into consumption, which you can write it as expenditure is equal to price into quantity as well. Okay, so if you multiply them together, it is going to be the multiplication. Now, what I'm going to do over to this? Is see out. As we know, expenditure is equal to price into consumption. As we know, expenditure is equal to price into consumption. If I put a delta sign, change, you might have read it in your initial classes, change. So can I write it as change in expenditure is equal to change in price into change in consumption? That would also be valid, isn't it? Since expenditure is equal to price into consumption, so change in expenditure should also be equal to change in price into change in consumption. And this is the point which I'm going to use. This is the point, guys, which I'm going to use. So change in expenditure should be equal to change in price into change in consumption. This is all we have done. We are going to begin with from here. We are going to begin from here. Yeah. Come on. Price of the egg reduces by 20%. It enables a man to buy 20 more eggs. Good morning, V. Good morning. For rupees 40. Find the reduced price. Find the reduced price. Guys, is expenditure is constant or not? Initial expenditure was also 40. Final expenditure is also 40. Initial expenditure was also 40. Final expenditure is also 40. So expenditure is constant. Read the language. Price of the egg reduced by 20%. It enables a man to buy 20 more eggs. Means quantity, because of reduction in the price, he can buy 20 more quantity for the same rupees. For the same rupees. For the same rupees means expenditure is constant. For the same rupees means expenditure is constant. Change in expenditure is equal to change in price into change in quantity. So we will deal in percentages only. We will deal in percentages only. Price reduced by 20%. So reduction of 1 over 5. So you can say price has from changed to 5 to 4. Price has changed from 5 to 4. B, is it okay? I hope so. Check your internet connectivity. Check your internet connectivity. Okay, since expenditure is constant, initially also 40, finally also 40, I can take it as 1:1. So change in quantity would be in the inverse ratio. Change in quantity would be in the inverse ratio. 5:4. Change in quantity would be in the inverse ratio. 5:4. So quantity has increased by 1. Actually, guys, it has increased by 20. So 1 is equal to 20 eggs. 1 is equal to 20 eggs. So my original quantity was 4 into 20, 80 eggs. And my final quantity 5 into 20, 100 eggs. Okay. This we will call as original quantity. And this we will call it as final quantity. 100 eggs. Okay. What they are asking? They are asking the reduced price per egg. Okay. Reduced price means final price. They are asking the final price. For calculating the final price, final quantity is necessary. For calculating the final price, final quantity is necessary. Okay. So final price is going to be expenditure upon final quantity. What is expenditure? Rupees 40. And final quantity is 100 eggs. Which is about 40 paisa per egg. We are going to do a lot of questions over this. Is it absolutely fine, guys? Come on, do tell me. Is it absolutely fine? Come on, do tell me. It's a very important type, guys. Question from here definitely comes. Yeah. Do tell me, guys, by the help of comments, then only I will move ahead. Question from here definitely comes. Yeah. It is as certain as anything. It is as certain as anything. And this can be mastered when you do 5 examples with me. This can definitely be mastered if you do 5 examples with me. Okay. Clear? Good. This we will do later on. Next. Next. Price of the pen decreases by 20%. A man can buy 10 more pens for 100. What is the reduced price per pen? Okay. 10 more pen for rupees 100 means expenditure is constant. 10 more pen for rupees 100. Quantity is increasing only because of decrease in price. Quantity is increasing only because of decrease in price. Expenditure is constant. Initially you are spending 100 rupees. As of now you are also spending 100 rupees. This is the point which is needed to be understood. Expenditure is constant. If expenditure is constant, then price ratio and quantity ratio changes in the inverse proportion. Pen decreases by 20%. 20% is a decrement of 1 over 5. So price has changed from 5 to 4. So quantity should have changed in the inverse ratio 4 to 5. So quantity should have changed in the inverse ratio 4 to 5. Now, according to ratio, quantity is increasing by 1. According to ratio, quantity is increasing by 1. Actually, it is 10 more pens. Actually, it is 10 more pens. So 1 is equal to 10 pens. So 4 is equal to 40 pens. And 5 is equal to 50 pens. Please do define them as well, what they are denoting. Please do define them as well, what they are denoting. 40 pens is this is your initial and this is your final. 40 pens is your initial quantity and 50 pens is your final quantity. After this, you have to grab the problem. After this, the problem comes. After this, the problems comes, okay? Reduced price of each pen. Reduced price means final price. Reduced price means final price. How can we find out final price? How can we find out final price? With the help of final quantity. How can we find out final price? With the help of final quantity. So final price is going to be expenditure 100 rupees upon final quantity. And final quantity was 50. So it's 2 rupee per pen. Are you understanding this logic or not? This step becomes very important. This steps become very important. But you have to master this only. You have to master this only. You have to master this only. If it is so, you can let me know by the help of the thumbs ups. Yeah. If you got it, Please do let me know by the help of the thumbs up. Yeah. Only this is we need to practice and master on. Great. Great. One more. One more. Pragati, well done. Well done, Pragati. And Bhargavi and V. Oh, again 20%. There should be some different as well, na? No issues. A difference will also come. Difference will also come. For rupees 770, price is reducing. Price is reducing. That is why you are able to buy 3.5 kg more. That is why you are able to buy 3.5 kg more. But in both the cases, expenditure is 770 only. But in both the cases, expenditure is 770 only. So I can say expenditure is constant. If expenditure is constant, then price is inversely proportional to quantity or consumption. 20% reduction is a reduction of 1 over 5. So you can say price has changed from 5 to 4. Price has changed from 5 to 4. So quantity should have been changed in the inverse ratio 4 to 5. Quantity should have changed in the inverse ratio 4 to 5. Okay. 3.5 kg more. According to ratio 1 more. 1 is equal to 3.5 kg. Then 4 would be equal to 4 into 3.5. 3.5 can be written as 7 by 2 as well. So 14 kg. Original price. Now we would be becoming little bit smarter. Yeah. Now we would be behaving a bit smarter. They are asking the original price. So we would only be finding the original consumption. We would only be finding the original quantity. Getting my point? Since they are asking the original price, so now I would only be finding out the original quantity. Now I will not waste my time in finding the final quantity. Now I will not waste my time in finding the final quantity. I will only stick to the original quantity. Because original price has the role of only original quantity. Original quantity is 14 kg. Original price, finding out the original price has a role of only original quantity. That is 14 kg. Simplify. 7,111,72 55 rupees per kg. Please do watch out. Is it clear or not? 3 to 4 examples we have done. Are you able to understand the process? Are you able to understand the process? The complete process, it becomes a very important part of CGL, CHSL, CPO these days. This question is a very important part of CGL, CHSL, CPO examination these days. 100% a question will be coming out from here. Yeah, 100% a question would be coming out from here. 20%. I'm fed up of this 20% now. Chalo, let's do this first. Let's do this first. Okay. Expecting the answers very soon. Shrivani. Shrivani. Reduction of 25% in the price. 25% is 1 by 4. Reduction so negative. Reduction so negative. Enables a man to buy 2 kg more apples for rupees 240. Expenditure is constant. Expenditure is constant. So what is the change happening in the price? What is the change happening in the price? From 4, it is decreasing by 1, so it is becoming 3. So quantity should be changing in the inverse ratio, 3:4. How much it is increased according to ratio? 1, which is given as 2 kg. Which is given as 2 kg. Original price. If they are asking original price, we will find original consumption. If they are asking original price, we will find out the original consumption or original quantity. Getting my point? If they are asking the original price, we would be finding out the original quantity. What is the original quantity? 3. So 1 is equal to 2, then 3 is equal to 6 kg. So this 6 kg is my original quantity, OC. OQ. OQ. So this 6 kg is my original quantity, OQ. Yeah. So original price OP. Original price OP is going to be expenditure upon original quantity. 240 rupees, 6 kg, 40 rupees per kg. Guys, is the process is entirely clear now? Is the process is entirely clear now after doing these much of examples? After doing these examples, guys, is the process is entirely clear? Okay, I want it so because this question is definitely going to come in your CGL, CHSL, CPO. Whatever the examination you are going to sit, it is always going to come. And let me tell you, it is going to come in the mains as well. It is going to come in the mains as well. Next. Okay. Price of the sugar is reduced by 20%. Now a person can buy 500 gram more sugar for 36. What is the original price of the sugar per kg? Price of the sugar reduced by 20%. 20% is a reduction of 1 by 5. So price change from 5 to 4. So quantity should be changing in the inverse ratio 4 to 5. 500 more consumption, 500 more quantity, 500 gram more quantity. You will say, sir, 1 is equal to 500 gram. They are asking the original price. So original quantity need to be find out. What is the original quantity? The original quantity is 4. If 1 is 500 gram, then 4 is 2 kg. If 1 is 500 gram, then 4 is 2 kg. So my original quantity is 2 kg. My original quantity is 2 kg. If 1 is 500 gram, then original quantity 4 is 2 kg. So what is the original price? Original price is expenditure upon original quantity. So original expenditure was 36, original quantity is 2 kg, so it's 18 rupees per kg. We have now sorted out the things. We are writing less now. Are you observing? We are writing now less. We write 2 words over there and write this directly. And this is also we can avoid. Once our confidence build up, guys, once you become very good at it, you can avoid this step as well. So once you would be ready, guys, you would be only writing this much, this, and this much. Yeah, once you would be exam ready, you would be writing 2 to 3 things only. And I will do one question writing very less. I will do one question writing very less, guys. And this is that question. %20 rise in the price of the sugar. 20% rise in the price of the sugar. Yeah. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Raj. Yeah, Raj, I remember it. Good morning. So good to have you all over here. Due to 20% rise in the price of the sugar, a man is able to purchase 3 kg less for rupees 120. Good morning, Raj. What is the increased price? Shrivani, you are also taking time. What is the reason? Okay, Pragati has given the answer first. Great, Pragati. Expecting all others to answer it as well. Shrivani is giving B. Different of opinion. Difference of opinion. Is anyone is a mediator over here so that he or she can like mediate, because there is a difference of opinion. Okay. Okay, comments are late. So I'm solving it. Should I write very less? 20% rise in the price. Price 5 to 6. So quantity 6 to 5. Quantity 3 kg less. According to ratio 1 less. 1 is equal to 3 kg. Increased price. Is the increased price is the final price or the initial price? Come on, tell me. Is increased price is the final price or initial price? Final. Because price has increased finally, na? So you have to understand it that increased price is the final price. Increased price is the final price, not the original price. Increased price is the final price, not the original price. So for your convenience, you can write this increased as final as well. Final price. These are very, very crucial steps, guys, which what we are learning today. Final price. So for final price, final consumption is required. So 5 is going to be, 1 is 3, so 5 is 5 3 is 15 kg. So we have find out the final consumption. We have find out the final consumption. We have find out the final quantity. Now, so final price is going to be expenditure upon final quantity. Those who have done the errors have understand your errors or not? Those who have done the errors have understand your errors or not? Come on, tell me. Okay, so please understand, guys, what are the errors you have done. So final quantity is 15 kg, final quantity is 15 kg. So 120 rupees is the expenditure, 15 kg is the final quantity. If you want to write, you can write it out, expenditure over final quantity. Okay, final quantity is the final price. 8 rupees per kg is the final price. If it is clear to all, guys, please do raise your thumbs ups. Yeah. If it is clear to all, guys, please do raise your thumbs ups. So that this 40 minutes, guys, we have done one thing, that we have learned solving the problems based on expenditure, price and consumption. So that we can proudly say that we have learned solving the problems on price, income and expenditure. Yeah, that is a great starting of the day. Yeah, we can call it this as a great starting of the day. We have learned a very important concept in the very beginning. We have learned a very important concept in the very beginning of the day. Yeah. Price of the item reduced by 20%. Sale increased by X%. There is an increase of 60% in the revenue. There is an increase of 60% in the revenue. Again, revenue formula is same as the expenditure formula. Revenue formula is same as the expenditure formula. Revenue, the total amount what a shopkeeper receives in a day, is price of the item what he is selling and how much he is selling, sales. Can we make this formula? Revenue is equal to price into sales. So you can say R is equal to P into S. R is equal to P into S. If R is equal to P into S, then we can also do change in revenue is equal to change in price into change in sales. This delta denotes change. This delta denotes change. Change in revenue is equal to change in price into change in sales. What is the change in the revenue happening? Revenue is increasing by 60%. Revenue is increasing by 60%. 60% rise in the revenue. If you are very, very comfortable, then you can write it as like increase of 3 by 5. Increase of 3 by 5. So initial revenue 5, final revenue 5 plus 3, 8. Increase in initial revenue 5, final revenue 5 plus 3, 8. What is the change in the price? Reduced by 20%, reduction of 1 over 5. So initial price 5, final price 4. So you will get the change in the sales. So change in sales is 8 by 4, or you can say 2:1. What is 2:1 double denotes? 2:1 denotes 2:1 denotes double, and double is a 100% increment. 2:1 denotes double, and double is a 100% increment. Like there is this denotes the increment of 1. This denotes the increment of 1 over original value of 1. This denotes the increment of 1 over original value of 1 into 100. 100%. However, that is common sense as well, that double means 100% increment. Double means 100% increment. Triple means 200% increment. Triple means 200% increment. Whenever, like if your salary is getting doubled, you will say to your friends, I got 100% increment. What will you say? This year I got 100% increment. On changing a company, on changing a role, if your salary gets double, you will say your friends that I got 100% increment. Yeah. However, it is not advisable to tell your increments, but that is how to learn the things. That is how to learn the things here. So 100% increment is like double. Double is 100% increment. 200% increment is triple. 300% increment is 4 times. Okay, you can observe the pattern. You can observe the pattern. 2000% increment is 2000% increment is 2000% increment is how much times? 2000% increment is how much times? Come on, tell me. 2000% increment is how much times? 21 times. 21 times. Like if initial value was X, then after 200% increment, it will become 21X. Then after 200% increment, it will become 21X. Clear, guys? Is this logic is clear? Please make a very good note of it. Please make a very good note of it, yeah? This is what we have done yesterday only. This is also we have done. So a lot of questions we have finished in the last two sessions. I will take one more session, guys. I will take one more session on the boating as well. Yeah, the boating session is still missing. The boating session is still missing. So I have to take a boating session as well. However, I can keep on teaching percentage and it's basic for 3 to 4 more days, but I think that is all we should be doing as of now. Remaining things, if the paid batch will come, then we will do it over there. Yeah, if it comes, guys, then we will. Otherwise, we will like finish it off with in the upcoming sessions. Otherwise, we will finish it off in the upcoming sessions. A salary is 60% more than B. A salary is 60% more than B. Then B salary is how much less than A? If you want to deal in the 100, if you want to do it by 100, then if B salary is 100, then A is 160. If B is 100, then A is 160. Now, read this language. How much is B salary? How much is B salary less than A? Means you need to find the difference. How much is B salary less than A? So B salary less than A means difference. B salary less than A means difference. Comparison has to be done with then. You need to compare this difference with what is written after then. What is written after then? A. So this comparison need to be done with A. This comparison need to be done with A. So difference over A. Comparison need to be done with A. Whatever is written after then, whatever is written after then, you have to take that value in the denominator. Whatever is written after then, you have to take that value in the denominator. So A will come in the denominator. How much is the difference? 60. What is A? 160. 3 by 8. 3 by 8. I must have told you in the initial classes, if 1 by 8 is 12.5%, then 3 by 8 is 37.5% directly. Directly. Just 3 times of it. Just 3 times of it. I must have told you this directly, guys, that if 1 by 8 is since 1 by 8 is 12.5%, since 1 by 8 is 12.5%, so 3 by 8 is 37.5%, 3 times of it. So you can save some time and write the answer directly, 37.5%. This is a fraction and this is a percentage. You can convert this into this by multiplying by 100. However, it is advisable to learn few. However, it is advisable to learn few. Not learn, guys, to get used to. Like the way you learn the tables, the way you learn the squares, these things should be as much as important as squares and tables. These are as much important as squares and tables. And even, I would say, even more. Even more. So do I send this annotated PDF in the telegrams? Okay, guys. Should I send this annotated PDF in the telegrams as well? If you want so. So that you can get these 5 questions, 7 questions what we have done in the typed form where you can revise it multiple times. Vanya gives 10% in the charity from his salary. Then 20% from the remaining to her father. C is now left with 7,200. What is the salary of Vanya? Easier. 10% charity means charity of 1 over 10. After giving one charity over 10, how much money is remaining? 9 by 10. We always write the remaining data. We always write the remaining data. We always write the remaining data. From this remaining, 20% of the she gave to her friend. 20% means 1 by 5. So of this remaining, 1 by 5 is given to, of this remaining, 1 by 5 is given to friend. So 4 by 5 is remaining. Okay. So what is the total, guys? Remaining amount is 36 by 50. So remaining amount over total is 36 by 50. 36 is given as 7,200. So 200 times. So 500 is 500 into 200. That is 10,000. Clear, guys? Clear? Clear, guys? Come on, tell me. We are on the verge of finishing the session. It's almost done. It's almost done. So, yeah. Now I want to conduct a one complete session over the voting. I want to conduct a one complete session over the voting, so that what will happen after that session, because so you will not be like, so that you would not be doing any wrong questions in the votings as well. So that you would not be doing any wrong questions in the voting as well. That is also a requirement of the time. That is also the requirement.